Hello everyone, welcome back to Can of Wormholes. I think the end is in sight, which is sad but also exciting. If we just go back to the main menu, 96% finished. So, we have this puzzle on the right, or more specifically we have this glyph here, which runs through there and can't get to where it's going because we need to make a wire. And to make a wire, we need to do this. And then once that wire is made, it's going to come out into whatever this maze of stuff is over here. This does have a door hanging off of one side of it. There's a message of some kind hidden at the back on the blackboards with some kind of pattern on the left. And there's presumably a head of this ship that we cannot currently reach. So, I don't know if there's going to be more secrets to uncover after this bit, but for now, we need to make this wire. So, checking the insight, it does just show you here that what you need to do is make sure that you are basically falling where you want the whole thing to resolve, so that when your tail falls off, you just have to move one thing into another, and then you get your wire. The main part of the puzzle for us right now is how do we get up on the roof? But before we try and get up on the roof, we put this in place, because we've seen it before where I figure out how to make the wire, but the rest of the puzzle isn't solved. Even able to undo after the solving of the puzzle. There is a fence here that there is not in the insight here. So, not sure how that impacts things, but all I know is I need to get on the roof, basically. I can't do it via this, because we are nowhere near long enough to go and eat that dot. But evidently, we are going to have to back our butt up into a fence. Right? That's just the law of the land at the moment. The question becomes, how do I get my butt up against a fence? Because the methods that I was trying previously were not working. So let's make that gap smaller. Except I still need the other end to be straight. Really, there's just so little room to maneuver over here. Once you've decided you want to reset your shape in some fashion, you really have to work at how you want that to go. So clearly that's not the right size and shape. Nor is this. Nor is that. And nor is that. So I'm wondering if I kind of have to fundamentally start in a different direction. Or maybe I use the left side of the fence instead of the right side of the fence, because that will change how many steps in between it is to get that to happen. Okay. Now what? Do I need to make myself tiny for a roll. It would have to be to the left. Because if the small vertical piece is on the left-hand side, it can only be rolled to the right-hand side. Do I need it to be one tool? No, because at the moment, the hook piece is trying to contain itself in the top right of this 8-cell piece above. So, if I do this, God, it's like I've forgotten all the rules about how to get tall. Like, do I just want to be one piece in the air when I get to here? Is that what I want? Because if it's too many pieces down, it won't allow me to do it. Because that can roll. That can't. So presumably the protrusion is too big right now. So design. That'll do it. Okay, so now we're up here. Now I'm pushing from the bottom. So we're actually going to do this the opposite way to the insight. And there's our wire. So what is this going to be? Possibly the last puzzle. Oh man. Is this like a test of everything that we've learned? Because that's what it feels like. Great start. What? Huh? Right, I can't go forwards or backwards. I can only go up. What are you talking about? How do I get out of this corner? There is insight here. I would prefer not to use it. This is 824. Okay, there we go. That gets us out. Then we need to turn around, I think. If we're going to get out to that piece below us. There we go. Okay. Right, then we must eat something. I'm gonna, this one. Now we need to get out of this pen. can't do anything with that, which is odd. Can't roll. What am I doing here? I can't manipulate any of these pieces out from where they are because they're all locked in to the corner. The only thing I can think to do is attempt to eat my own tail here right now. But I might be the wrong size for that. Restart me. There's 2 pieces here that can be eaten. I can't roll on these or do anything with them. This seems like a much harder spot to try and eat my tail if I wanted to. Oh my goodness. Really putting on the pressure at the end. We can escape from here. No problem. There's also a fence over there, which seems kind of suspicious. But even if I wanted to, if I ate this piece and then stood on this, I can get back, but not in a way that can have my tail against a fence or anything like that. Oh wait, am I being daft? Give me a second. Give me a second. Here's a thought I could have had a while ago and didn't. What if I just have to break? What if I just have to break this fence down somehow? Or even, if that's where my tail is, give me the other dot to start, because it's up against a wall. Okay. This is something. It's just not much. Because I can't flip or rotate with this. So what can I do with this? A great question. Oh, I can get over here without eating either of the 2 dots first as well. That is actually possible. And then I can start walking, but not to any useful effect here right now. Could I do it while I'm a unit shorter? That seems very, very promising. Right, what am I doing with this now? I can become too long again by eating the dot at the bottom. But why does this help me differently than where I was a second ago? Because I think I still need to ultimately break down that fence, right? Also, this is an interesting spot to get to. But this seems like the most directly correct direction to be moving in. Obviously, I can do this now and be too long. That would also allow me to go and get other pieces, which is interesting because these I can start slicing into food. And that might make it feasible that I could break this fence by using varied amounts of the food that is around here. Because I can't get this one away from the wall, or this one away from the wall. Only the two shorter ones, I think. Because if this is how I escape from this, and I become the shorter one here, where would I need to be to break down this fence? I think I need to eat at least one of these. Wasn't my intention. That food might actually need to be up against that fence. Okay. Am I too short to get through that? Could have seen that coming. So we prep those. Break that down. Go and eat an extra snack. Now I can get across this gap. Then what? We've got fences. We've got dots. We clearly need to get up top. How long is our goal? So that is as long as we are. We are currently 4 long. If we are going to eat a piece to get taller, to get up and over, then we're going to need to cut ourselves first before we can then eat something, I think. So I can cut myself there. This piece can't come off of this tiny island. But this piece... No, it can't come to it, can it? I can't bring that over. So, 2 fences on the right, an independent dot on the right, and I need to get taller. Not longer, because cutting that random piece off of me now means that when I eat a piece, I will be taller. Or I will be as tall as I need to be. Now, let's just zoom back a second to when we broke in. Because I don't want to reset and have to do all of that work again. After all of my ponderances. About here? Yes. Alright. What I'm really wondering, looking at these other sections, is what other mechanics have we not used yet? Because obviously down here, it was cut your head off, go about your business, roll around. At the beginning, it was just kind of general maneuvering. We're going to have to use the tail against a fence. We've used head busts through a fence here. We must use tail goes up a fence, bite onto something, and roll in order to get up onto the roof. There might well be somewhere in this level that we have to eat our own tail. That's what I'm pondering right now. Though we're not very long, and so the opportunities to do that aren't going to be very plentiful. We could get longer if we ate the one at the bottom and the one on the right to try and set that up. But I'm dubious because right now we are 5 long and I want to be 4 long plus 1 in order to be the correct length to finish. So if we did something like eat that one while we were longer, like if I do, as an example, well, not that there, but we'd have to eat this other one. So we'd be looking at something like this. Gets our tail in the air. And then that gets us up on... Does it get us on the roof? Gets us on this roof. But of course we're now too long to finish. So I think there's some intermediary step we may have missed. Because I'm not sure we need to eat everything else along the way. This can't go anywhere. Because we can't move it off here or to the right without it falling into the water. Now, it might have already done its job in allowing us to cut our tail here. So it might, in fact, now be a piece of island that we can use to some help. It might also be that we need to cut another piece of our tail off and then use that in some fashion elsewhere. There's like a lot of variables right now. But I think cutting our tail off on this one gets us to... We're still too long. Where did I change what I did? Oh, I ate that one on the left. So that's where... This is the point in which we cut our tail off. Is there any way for us to get this dot to move? I don't think there is, which is interesting because at what point would we functionally eat it to get to where we're going? Now, I have a decision to make. I think I'm just going to keep plowing on with this episode until we finish this puzzle, because otherwise it's going to be a really weird split two-parter where I get half of a puzzle done each time. So I might do some pausing and stopping and starting just to make incremental bits of progress, but I'm not going to stop the puzzle here and then have us do the remainder of the puzzle tomorrow. That would be bizarre, I think. So, what can we do with this? I would need to be two longer to use this fence to go up, which we can do, but I'm still uncertain. Was this what I just did to get taller a second ago? That's another way to do it. So now, how long are we? We're not long enough to get over this gap. Yes, we are. Just. But again, we are too long to finish. We are too long to finish. And what I can't do is cut a bunch of my tail off here. So, back it up to when we entered this half of the puzzle. We spit that one out, we spit that one out. We get that bit of our tail back. Come on now. Right, it was this when we came in, wasn't it? Except I've been on a bunch of long walks, but this is what we were when we came in, because we are just long enough to cross this gap. So I'm going to pause that there for a second and just kind of poke around, see if I can figure out what the next reasonable step looks like. Whether it is this or something else. Alright, so I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, I'm making no specific headway right now. So if we reset to this bit of progress here, where we had just bust through the fence, we got to here. Let's check out the insight. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on here. So we start with a Ouroboros that is 12 pieces long. We cut ourselves. That gets that in there. Sure. Then we're too short to get across that. So we eat one to get over to here. We've seen these kinds of pieces before. what have we used them for? You can travel on them like a boat. If we were to push that out to there, you can move them at will. I don't think we're going to be able to get a ring around it, though. Oh man, there's like solve the insight, then solve the main puzzle. Maybe I should have just started here and spent a video doing this. So we've also got these two fences. So am I using this as a platform of some kind to get my tail towards a fence? What else can I use a high-rise piece for? Move that along as much as I kind of want, really. Once it gets to there, is it doing anything? Anything in particular? That's very interesting. That feels like it's kind of intended, but there's no great big long path that you could do that with around here. Also, when I go back to the insight in a second, it's going to be at the very beginning of the insight, isn't it? So, cut that, get an Ouroboros, put that in the hole, eat this. Get along here. Then anything could happen. Jeez. I can put that on there. Is that ever helpful? I have no idea. Oh, good grief. I might have to cut this into two pieces. I know I just promised I wouldn't, but I might have to come back to this insight as its own puzzle and then divert back to where we were in the previous puzzle, because good grief, there's a lot going on here. What would be the next logical step? I almost want an insight for my insight, you know? Because we haven't cut an Ouroboros yet. Elsewhere. So maybe it thinks we're going to do that at some point, or it's telling us to do that at some point. Then this, what I could do with this is I could push that on there and then push that up there and then push that off onto the mainland. So it would make sense that I would need to do that to this piece that is all off on its own. Wouldn't it? So can I make a bent piece that I then cut by rolling? Close. So if I eat that bit at the bottom, maybe I do need all the extra length, except... Oh, no, this is... Yeah. So if I did... At what shape would I need to be? I would need to be upright when I roll and cut. So I need that dot in the top right to still be present. for the upright roll and cut. And now I'm upright. How do I cut now? That's the question, isn't it? Could I also do... that instead? I could. Okay. Then I guess we're pushing this over to the left a bunch. Which is going to be slightly tedious, but fine. And then I can put that on there. And then I'm currently 4 long. I need to be 5 long. So where do I put this dot? This feels hopeful, you know. Oh. Oh. So I can't move it to the side. Well, then... I can't move it to the side. Can't do that. Oh, but I could put it there and do that, right? No. Of course not. So do I need to bring this off of here? Then... oh god. Do I need to take that off of there? Then can I move this to somewhere else that can be... oh, wait, that can be my resistance. Oh my god. I did it. I did it. What does that do? That's all of the puzzles. That's not what I meant to do. Come out of that. I lost my wire. Fast travel to here. Fast travel to here. Doesn't do anything. Change can. There's something I'm missing. There's something I'm missing. Let me just check Steam a second, see if I got the 100% achievement. Actually, no, I can do this. Main menu. Start, 97%. I'm missing something. What am I missing? This door doesn't open. Can I do this puzzle again now? This hasn't changed. This is what I would expect to do last. Is there not a way to get to the head of the ship through here? Is that really what I'm missing? I can get my legs back here. But I can't get over that dot. Can I squeeze down the back wall? No. What am I missing? Right, I'm gonna look around until I find something different, but this episode's getting way too long already, but give me a minute. I am back. I did a bunch of walking around, couldn't figure out anything. So I came back to this room, snapped on grid view, and then I realized that if I hop over here with C, what I can actually do is I spent ages... Come on, legs. Come on, legs. I spent ages trying to do this and failing. But if you come into this little nubbin, you can get across. I was able to get across here the whole time. I just never did it. That's the wrong button. I assume you need all of these. Undo, restart, change can. Excuse me? Hold on, wait. Wait. Sync? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Change can. Undo. Show me what's at the back of the ship. It's silly that this is stuck behind a rocket, but I'm going to screen grab this a second. So I now have these two images, one from the previous tails that I captured before in the purple, and the one on the left. So if I take those together and pull them off screen a second. And then come back to here. I can go map. Take me back to here. Then control. And reset. I'm going to park that one there for now. And change cans. Then we're going to come to here, make sure this is reset. And so we start with right, 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 up, 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 left, up, up. Oh, just one up, that was correct. Then we swap to blue. This is going to be up, up, up. Right, 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 right. Up, right, right. Swap. Up, up. Left, left, left. Up, up, up. Swap. Left, left, left. Down. Left. Down, down. Down. Down, left, left, left. Swap. Left, left, left. Up, up, up. Swap. Left, 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 left. Up, up, up. Left. Down, down, down. Left, left. Swap. Up, right. Up, up, up. Up, up, right, right, up. Swap. Up. Then there's a few obscured glyphs. So I'm going to guess it's going to be up, right. Hey. Change can. And achievement unlocked. Can of wormholes. That's it. That is 100%. There go 2 lights. And that is 100% solved. There's the comet crashing. Car. Drains. And then up here by the house. The bathtub and the sink, where our puzzles resided. There's the bird and the nest. And the palm trees, the cactus, pine trees, the candy, the mushrooms, all the different biomes we've been to. And then we can continue. Oh. It's back to where it all began. Alright, I said it once before, but I'll say it again. Ben Taylor. Cracking game. Incredible. I don't know what the 48 in the bottom left corner of our screen is. No idea what that is, but, you know, it's fine. So many playtesters. I can only imagine how many playtesters it would take to get something as refined as all the puzzles were here. Like, I came really, really stuck maybe twice in this whole game, but I was challenged along the way. The insight kept everything going. And now we have this jazzy title screen. Alright, that is everything from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing for more puzzle games in the future. If there is a game you would like to see, put it down in the comments below. Otherwise, hit that like button. Go and play the game for yourself, or go and subscribe to the developer on Twitter and all those kinds of things so you can find what they make next, because I'm sure it's going to be brilliant. Thank you guys ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.